The twisted killing of 19-year-old Carina Saunders reaches a grim milestone. Today marks a decade since Saunders' mutilated body was found in bags behind a Bethany grocery store.
It also marks a decade that News 9's Lisa Monahan has been covering this gruesome unsolved murder.
For 10 years, Carina Saunders' family has been waiting for justice. But rather than lose hope that it would ever come, Carina's family and friends have taken up their own investigations over the years. Now, a decade in, they're just looking for some sort of break in the case.
Frustrations are mounting surrounding the murder of a 19-year-old woman in Bethany.
2 years have passed since that day.
Her murder has baffled authorities for 5 years.
One unsettling year after another.
It just seems like it gets harder each year.
A painful reality haunts Margie Queen. Someone savagely killed her daughter and continues to get away with it.
It just seems like it gets harder each year. Because that's one more year without answers, one more year without justice, one more year without those people responsible behind bars.
The case has been shrouded in mystery from day one. October 13th, 2011, the day Carina Saunders' dismembered body was found in bags behind a grocery store in Bethany, Oklahoma. Since then, local and state investigators have run down hundreds of leads to no avail.
It's daunting at times. It's hard to remain strong.
And yet she has, drawing from deep within and fueled by a desire to know more about the murder and perhaps even solve it herself.
There's several people that I would like to talk to.
Do you know what you would say?
What happened to my daughter? What did you do to her?
And why?
Yeah, and why?
The unknowns are most frustrating. Margie says she and countless others have traced and retraced Carina's final steps. But her investigative efforts and those of law enforcement have yet to uncover a crime scene or a motive.
What could she have ever done?
Several possibilities have been explored, starting with state investigators affirming that she left the Newcastle casino in a red Ford truck October 8th. But from there, the timeline splinters into theory and speculation, with wide-ranging and often conflicting stories and statements from witnesses, persons of interest, and two initial suspects. One fact that is still undisputable: Carina Saunders' murder was as heinous as any ever committed in Oklahoma, and that it remains unsolved is unbelievable for so many.
Why is her murder so in such a way that 10 years later we don't have answers? Then why has no one come forward? I'd still be without my daughter, but getting answers will hopefully bring those monsters off the street, you know?
If you have any information that could help investigators, contact OSBI and you can remain anonymous. Lisa Monahan, Oklahoma's Own, News 9.
And here is a sketch released last year from the OSBI of a person of interest in the search for Carina's killer. Agents say they want to talk to him. If you know where he is, call them.